I'm Fauzia and you are in French for All channel. So we are going to see a very important aspect for the IGCSE board exam. I know many of you have trouble in writing in the writing task. So in that component we are going to see some of the important aspects. I'm going to give you golden tips which is going to help you to score good marks in your board exam, right? So the first and foremost thing which I wanted to tell is, in writing task we have three questions. One is filling the forms, right? The second is passage writing. The third is the most important task which has huge marks, that is 28 marks. How to deal with that we are going to see. So I am going to deal today with the third question, how to answer to this third question, with this how to score the highest marks. Okay, so what happens the moment we see the question number 3, that is 28 marks task, we immediately read the question and start writing our answers. This is what is the most biggest error as a learners you do. I do not want you to do that. In fact, plan before you start writing your IGCSE board exam answer. That is, planning is very important. We have to plan into 4 or 5 parts. So how to plan we will see now. Here we go. So les étapes importantes avant de commencer. The steps important before you start. Number 1, connector logic, right? Number 2, expression de subjonctif, the subjunctive expressions. Il faut que, then what you have to use. Pour que, then you have to use subjunctive. Je veux que, with vouloir, again it goes with subjunctive. When you give expressions with some emotions or uncertainty, those impersonal tense you are using, il est nécessaire, il est important, etc. Then also you will use subjunctive. Those things we'll see next. Next is expression idiomatique. Like expression idiomatique, how to use. When you're writing your answer, you wanted to express your happiness, or you want to say that you are in a comfort zone. Then how to express? Instead of saying that je suis confortable avec je suis confortable quand je reste chez moi, you can say that also. But there is another way, that je me sens comme un poisson dans l'eau, I feel like a fish in water. This is also another way. So which way will be more acceptable, which will have more impact and which will be getting higher score is the second one, using expression to insist your point. Okay, that is expression idiomatique. Then comes the vocabulary. The vocabularies are also very important. Every communication we do, to talk, to say, to request, to demand, to order, all these are communication only, but we use different ways to share, to express our degree of intensity, right? Same way, when you are talking about, when you are writing your vocabulary also, appropriate tenses, appropriate impactful vocabularies you should use, right? That is one more planning. The last step which I wanted to say is, when you are reading the questions, students, first read the questions and understand them, which tense are they expected to be in the answer, which tense we are supposed to deal that task. So in 28 marks question we have 4 to 5 bullet points, right? Each bullet points are important. Is that clear? We should not omit any one of them. Then only you will come under, like you will get marks for complete marks. If you have to score, you need to answer all of them. It's not optional at all. Okay, so first you see, read the question. If the question is asking the information in the present tense or any generalized information about your daily routine or your ideas about certain things, generally if you have to say, you have to use present tense. Action that is completed, then you use, you know the answer, that is present tense. Past tense, sorry. past tense when you use, just don't use passé composé, but also it should pair with imperfect, right? So this is the second step. Third one is when you're going to the next step, check whether that is asking present, past or future. In case of future, then you use future proche or future simple, which means near future or simple future. Okay, when to use near future, when to use simple future, this one future simple, we need to understand that as well. Then comes the other task when you are giving advice, what you should do. You've been to one particular vacation destination and then you found it to be very nice, and certain information in the blog you wanted to advise the readers, or you wanted to express those places. What tense will you use? Yes, conditional tense, right? So this is how you need to segregate properly and write on the right side of that bullet point itself. If you are going to deal with present tense, passé composé or imparfait, future proche or future simple, conditional tense, all these things, or subjunctive you are going to add, all these things you should keep it as a side. In the side you need to mark. Okay, so these are very important before you start writing the exam. Spend 4 to 5 minutes for planning itself. This will help you to get 28 marks. I am sure with this planning you will be more confident and you will know when to use all this. When you are keeping all these things ready with you, then you will definitely make sure to put somewhere according to the requirement. If you do not write all this, if you don't plan and just start writing, you will answer to the question only, but it will not be impactful. There will not be much accuracy, there will not be much use of, in fact you will completely forget using good idioms and expressions, even though you know them. So let us smartly use our knowledge and put our knowledge in appropriate place and score high marks. Is that clear? So this is my plan for you, and now after this video I will be explaining each one of this in detail. So don't forget to see the next video and get into detailed understanding of planning to get 28 on 28 in your IGCSE board exam. And this is Fauzia signing off from you all. Bye bye.